you should be watching.
Bing bong!
Greetings, comrades. As you can see, second payment for Super Saiyan God Goku HEADSCULPTS. The deadline is February 13th, 2025. And you know, typically the reason why I even bring this up is because the Air Studio stuff is one, it's fire. And two, like I said, it's fire. My particular favorite Super Saiyan God HEADSCULPT. But also, a lot of times people are newly discovering these third-party head sculpts and figures, and they're like, yo, I missed out on this, where can I pre-order it? And the pre-order's already been closed months ago. But typically with the deadline, with people that didn't fulfill their, you know, the pre-order deadline, that means that the extra stock will be sold, and if it's sold, that gives you an opportunity to get it, especially if there's no like straight up US stock that you could just buy right away, you know. But definitely, oh wait, if you pre-order any 2 units, oh snap, I didn't even know that part. So if you did pre-order it, you'll get the Super Saiyan God Aura background effect, so that's dope. Either way, we're gonna get into some more second payment stuff, but we're gonna try to breeze through all of that so I can get to the actual news, you know.
Bing bong!
So here we have the Demoniacal Fit Trump card. The deadline for this is February 12th, once again, sometime next week. And yeah, just be on the lookout. If you missed out on a VEGITO figure, or you want a VEGITO figure, you know, you're gonna have to be stalking this website all next week to see if they have any extra stock. Second payment for the Demoniacal Fit, what do you call it? I'm blanking. I had a ill brain fart, but his scythe and his keyblade, and of course the hands to hold it. The deadline, once again, the 12th.
Bing bong!
Same thing can go for, once again, these VEGITO head sculpts. Super Saiyan Blue, Super Saiyan by HM. All of the deadline, once again. Wait, the deadline for this is tomorrow. So you'll probably get, depending on how things go, you could potentially be able to get this by sometime Monday.
Bing bong! This
particular studio right here, like, which I was not excited for at all. I feel like this is the weakest out of all the Super Saiyan 2 Goku head sculpts. But if you're interested, I guess you could pick it up in extra stock if it's any left over. But once again, deadline is the 12th. Oh, that bloody face might make it worth picking up for some people. Interesting. But either way, on to the actual news.
Beast!
Okay, so as you can see, I was going to put this in the second payment part of the video, but those were second payments that you can actually make now. This one you can't make just yet. It says, it seems that the US had stock of the Broly figures from Beast Deity, which is Beast Deity's last set of products before they disbanded, quote unquote. The second payment for these will be up in 3 to 4 days, so god damn. They beating people over the head, like Tamashi and third party beating people over the head with all these figures coming out at the same time, all these different products coming out at the same time. So just keep your eye on that. But of course, you know, with the second payment for Beast Deities, at the very least you usually get like 2 weeks to pay it or something like that, so you should be good money, hopefully, because I know you got y'all got other responsibilities to, you know, uphold in life. So hopefully it's not too much, but I understand this truly is a lot all at once. On to the next thing.
It's fireworks!
All right, people. So kicking this thing off, we have, well, not really, because I just talked about the Beast Deity things, but Demoniacal Fit Legendary Berserker is coming out as a re-release in March. So if you didn't want to spend that kind of money on the Mashi Nations version, which is still up for pre-order for $90, this one is definitely going to be like a calm $65 or something like that. So you'll be saving, you know, a decent amount of money if you're interested in that. If not, then, you know, do what you do. On to the next thing. Now, here we have something extremely interesting, probably one of the most interesting releases in third party that I've seen in a little bit. we have Cell Juniors being made by KW Studio, and of course the set is called Tiny Monsters. Now, when you order this set, you get 3 in the pack, so you know that is pretty good. It would have been pretty. I'm happy that they made it like a 3 per pack. But here's what you get. You get the Kamehameha effect. You get some interchangeable hands. You get different facial expressions, and of course you get the stand. Now, oh damn! You also get, as you can see. Wait, there's that. Oh, that's KW005P. So this other set, you get the head smashed effect, and of course you get a different. What's the other second head for? Either way, you get the arm, the claw, to attach to your figure base stand. You get the Kamehameha effect, and here's some promo images basically. And by the way, this is not up on 5K Toys anymore. That pre-order sold out pretty fast, understandably so, because this, like I said, it's a different type of product release. We haven't really seen anything like this. This is different than another Goku, even if it's a Goku in a different attire. Definitely different than other Goku, you know. But I will have a link in the description to a different website that you could check out. This would be the website that the KW Instagram page promoted themselves. So I'll put that as a link in the description. Hopefully it's not sold out there as well. But that being said, like, really dope release. Really dope release. I hope it turns out pretty good. As far as when this is supposed to drop, we'll see when we go. Let's go to the website real quick, actually. Alright, so we're on toecollectibles.com. Hopefully I didn't butcher that name, but either way, one, it's still up for pre-order here. And 2, the estimated release for this is September 2025. That's very interesting. That seems to be pretty fast, but also at the same time, these figures look pretty much done, so it's just a matter of mass production. So maybe it really can be ready by September. But yeah, the link for this will be in the description. On to the next thing. Now we have the HM Studio Ultimate Gohan head sculpt. So we have a couple of different things going on here, and we're just going to go through it separately. Okay, HM006, you have right here, of course, 2 different hair sculpts. First of all, one I think is supposed to be, so the one on your right, closest to the right, that hair sculpt is supposed to be more in line, I want to say, with the Buu Saga. Actually, I'm not even going to put myself through this. I'm about to quickly Google an image, cut the feed right here, and then come back to you. Okay, so the one with the bang swaying to the right, that is supposed to be the Buu Saga. The one with the bang swaying to the left, that is supposed to be Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Okay, got that out the way. The other set, HM007, you have, of course, once again, windswept hair going to different directions, and of course looking off the different directions as well. And of course you get the cocky grinning face looking off in different directions as well. And of course you get the conversion peg that you get to put onto your Kong deities, as my good man Adrian would call it, figure. So if you want to put this on one of their Goku bodies and, you know, put Ultimate Gohan's head on it, feel free, have at it. And last but certainly not least, we have Gohan Black head sculpt, which is super dope. Now the only thing is, we don't have, I feel like the other ones low-key got, like, you could probably switch all these faces with each other, but with the Gohan Black, it's not going to be the same, because of course he has an earring and he has a more sinister look on the face. But you know, I wish it was more faces with the Gohan Black, is what I'm trying to say. But this is really dope that they even doing that in the first place. And here's some looks at your Gohan, and that's pretty much it. I'm definitely interested in this product. The pre-orders are up on 5ktoys.com. Once again, the link will be in the description, as well as timestamps, by the way. And there's your bonus, that cocky grinning face looking downward. That being said, on to the next thing. Okay, so we have something, once again, a little bit different here. We have NHZ1 production, and this person is working on a Super Saiyan 3 adult Vegeta head sculpt, and it's looking like it's coming along fairly nicely. Now, what do they have to say? Of course, inspired by Daima, work in progress, and it's scheduled for March. So I don't know if this is the head sculpt itself. I'm assuming that he means that the head sculpt itself will be scheduled for March. Either way, I'm sure somebody will correct me if I'm wrong. That's talking about his thoughts on his sculptural process with this. And also, we have this. A super body with 3.0 articulation work in progress. This is his most ambitious project this year. Quick question. You want more articulation but sacrifice some sculpt details, or in reverse? So, go let them know in the comment section. But so far, it's coming along pretty decently nicely, you know? I look forward to see more of what's going on with this particular project, you know? That being said, I don't have a whole lot of thoughts. It's still very preliminary with this, what I'm seeing, so I can't give it too much judgment, but so far, like I would say, it's coming along nicely. And I hope to see more and more progress from this project, you know? On to the next thing.
You, Kakarot. I choose you to be the first of my victims.
But either way, here we have the project by DKO, and I believe it's a DKO and RE Customs like joint collab project, if I'm not mistaken. But if it's not, then you know DKO's the main, you know, front runner for this project. Out of Control Warrior. Now this is just a head sculpt kit because you know some people still seem to be unsatisfied with the ones that came with Beast Deity. Either way, if that's the case, then as you can see, you have the blonde version with all these different facial expressions. You get the pointing finger. Of course, you get the different sockets to put in, I guess, depending on which figure you decide to put this head sculpt on. And of course, you got the green hair version, which I think is probably going to be the one to sell the most. And then, of course, people will flock to the blonde version if they didn't get a chance to get the green version. But there we go. I choose you to be the first of my victims right there. It's not a whole lot to say about this besides this is done really well. I couldn't ask for much more, you know? I'm sure we'll continuously get more Broly support as time goes on, but for now, this is what we have, and it's great. This is an excellent start, actually. But with that being said, you know, as I always say, on to the next one. Now last, but most certainly not least, unbelievable, Jason Ko has given us the ultimate teaser. Happy Chinese New Year, and yes, you don't even gotta say too much. That's how you know it's crazy. You don't even gotta say too much. That's how you know it's crazy. And yes, this is a particular version of Broly that people have been asking for the longest now. Who's making this? If I had to take a wild guess, I'd say it's most likely Anime Mythos, aka Beast Deities, aka Kong Studio. Now, for people that may not know, right? How could Kong Studio is confirmed to be Beast Deities? We already knew that for the longest. 5K Toys is the one that explained that to us when they did the first rebranding. Now, Anime Mythos, there's technically nothing confirming that Anime Mythos is Beast Deities. However, Beast Deities disbands, but a few days before they disband, this new Dragon Ball figure company that wants to combine Mythos with anime, and they clearly making Dragon Ball figures very similarly to Beast Deities, appeared out of nowhere. That new company just appeared out of nowhere. So it's kind of like a reading in between the lines type of deal. But this is definitely going to be one that sells out. I will be keeping everybody updated in terms of pre-orders on this. I don't want y'all to miss out on this. It's going to be heartbreaking to see the people that's like, hey, I missed the pre-order. You know, like, is there any way, do you know any way I could get it? Because they're going to rake you over the coals in terms of that secondary market pricing. That pricing is going to be a motherfucker. But, you know, with that being said, sorry kids, because I found, I realized there's a couple of kids that actually watch me, and sometimes y'all watch with your kids. My bad for the foul language, you know. But you know, sometimes I slip up and I put one in there from time to time. Either way, with all this being said, I think I covered all the third-party stuff that I missed in the past, 2 weeks almost. And until next time, this has been Bombastic Plastic. As always, have a blessed day. Stay fantastic.
残念ですが、時間外労働です。
That's why he's the GOAT! The GOAT!
I almost closed out this video, was about to start editing, and forgot the man of the hour. So clearly, this is... Excuse me, I didn't want to burp in y'all ear. But clearly, this is TONSENARTTOYS Gogeta figure, and it's shaping up very nicely in my opinion. Now, I will say a couple things, right? First thing first, the hip style choice that he went with was more like the Trunks legendary Super Saiyan Goku-esque thing, and I don't think he really needed to do that. He could have kept the same hip crotch piece style, well, not crotch piece, but more the hip style choice that he had for Trunks, and he would have been good money. That wasn't really necessary at all. The whole upper body I love. I think that is sculpted greatly. Now the jacket, it would have been cool to see him do the jacket like how he did for his Boo Tanks kit. You know, just make it, the jacket is, you know, it's full on its own piece, not this, you know, part where part of the shoulder of the jacket is attached to the arm. You know, I don't really care for that too much. But and all, I'm still very happy with this. But oh yeah, and then also, you know, the ankle wrappings. I know in some of the not even some of the depictions in the movie, it fits more like less like a cylinder shape and more fits to the shape of his lower calf. And that, you know, little detail added that would have been golden. But like I said, I love this. But those are like some minor little nitpicks that I would say, like, just especially if you're gonna go with that Trunks hip style, that's probably a lot bigger of a deal than anything. Just close the gap up and make it look like a Storm Collectibles figure. It'll be basically, this crotch piece is most likely gonna be soft anyways, right? Just close up that gap and the hip, that little hip gap that you got going on there, and have it be like a Storm Collectibles figure. And it'll be immaculate, pretty much. But also, with this, we got, you know, the color renders, and you know, it looks solid. Definitely looks solid. Definitely looking forward to this. I'm sure this will be yet another figure that will sell out very fast, and you know, this is all still a work in progress, of course, and things of that nature, but I'm sure it'll sell out very fast once it is up for pre-order. And then before you know it, you'll have people saying ISO, 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 you know, in search of ISO. But I can't believe I almost forgot about this. This is crazy. That's crazy. But that being said, now we're closing out the video. Peace.